Hello everyone, this is Prashant Kulshreshtha from GOENKA Public School Agra and you are watching the GAP channel. Today I am going to introduce a new career opportunity, that is robotics engineering, in the career counseling session videos. So first of all, we have to understand that what is a robot. A robot is something which automates your work. Yes. I'm not talking about those which you have seen in that movie like Terminator or iRobots. A robot doesn't mean that it always has to have some hands and legs. No. It may be a machine sitting in your corner of your house and doing your works without your intervenence. So, if you have a washing machine at your house which is doing its work without your interference, yes, you have a robot. And there are so many robots already working around us, but we neglect this fact. Now, what makes a robot a robot? Now, there are 3 ground rules a robot has to follow. The first ground rule is that a robot cannot harm a human being. The second rule is that it always has to obey all the orders of the human being until the first rule is conflicting. And the third rule is that it has to protect its own existence also until the first and second rule is not conflicting. So this is what robot makes a robot, but theoretically. But there is a lot of technical aspects which needs to be learned and understood. So today in this video, we will talk about that how can we make our career in this fascinating industry and what are the steps we have to take starting from class 10th and 12th till the graduation and then making a career. We'll understand what are the different colleges, their structures and the examination you have to pass to be eligible to take admission in that college. And now let's discuss about our main topic, that is robotics engineering. Robotics engineering is interdisciplinary branch of mechanical and electronic engineering, and it has the combinations of computer science, mathematics, science and many other everyday subjects. We'll understand them further in the details. Now we will discuss about the career opportunities we have in the market for robotics engineers. So as you know, the universe is fascinating and so are the robots. So you might have seen a lot of agencies coming in the news like NASA, ISRO and many other space agencies which have been sending their rovers and robots in the space. Yes, you can make your career in those agencies, in the space agencies as well. Then another opportunity we have in the medical organizations. There are so many sectors the robots has been implemented, like surgical and the rehabilitation sectors. And yes, the vaccination was also possible because of automated work, and that was done by robots. And the third one is private organizations. They have the robotics engineer to make their work easy and automated. The fourth category is entertainment sector. You might have seen people waving their hands and feeling like a simulation, like they are running in a PS5 or fighting with someone in the PS4. Yes, that is also a part of robots and artificial intelligence together. Then we have investigation sector. Robots are being used in the investigation sector for the surveillance purpose and saving ourselves from the enemies and intruders. The police departments and military both are using it, and they are also being used in bomb diffusion. And the last but not the least, the banking sector. You might have seen the stock exchange going up and down for every milliseconds and analyzing the point values. Yes, that is also the work of robots and artificial intelligence together. Now we'll understand that how can you pursue your career in the robotics field. But first of all, you have to understand that are you already having the quality to become the robotics engineer. So the first quality a robotic engineer must have is that he or she should be interested in solving the complex mathematical and science problems, and also interested in quite little bit computer science and programming stuff. Yes, then you already have half of the robotics engineer in you, and let's understand the rest half what it has. The rest half has is are you a team player? That is, can you collaborate? Can you communicate? And the most important thing a team does, listen to each other. Yes, if you have the patience, you can become a robotic engineer. Now we'll start from the step 1. That is the high school and the intermediate level. So if we talk about the school level, there are many schools who are already providing the robotics workshop in their school, and you can participate in that as a hobby or curriculum. And apart from that, there are 2 subjects which are important to opt in class 10th and 12th. The first subject is mathematics, which will help you in enhancing your mathematical problem solving. And the second subject is physics, which will give you the details of energy, mechanics, electronics, and other things as well. However, there are few other subjects which are provided by the schools, and you can opt those also, as you can see on my left. And there is a step 2, which comes at the college level. You might be already having an idea that I'm going to talk about B.Tech, then you are right. Because technical degree is very important if you want to become a robotics engineer. So let's understand that what are the options we have throughout the video. So robotics engineering requires combined efforts from different kind of engineers. It is not a one-man task. As you can see on my left, the nervous system of the robot is made by the electrical engineers. So you can participate in that. And the body, yes, it always requires a mechanic to make the body. So you can participate in mechanical engineering at the college level. Nervous system and the mechanic part is done. You need a brain also to operate the robot, and that is done by the computer engineers. So you can participate as a computer scientist or for a computer science technical degree. Then there are other aspects of the robot also, as making just a man is not enough. It requires process and daily routines. So for that process and daily routines, some complex problems needs to be solved, and they require a mathematician. So you can participate in mathematics program at the college level like BSc, MSc and the PhD in mathematics. And now we'll talk about the design and technology. Yes, design has become a very fascinating area of any company. Everybody works for the looks and the visuals, and robots are being sold also for their looks as well. So you can take a degree in designing and visualizing technology also. And the final one, as you know that a robot has to be similarize the human being, and as you know, the human being also has psychological aspects. Now here are some important facts you would take a view. Now we'll talk about the top institutes we have in India for the robotics degree. As you already know, the IITs, NITs are already there. And on my left, you can see the list of all the colleges which are available and their location. You can choose accordingly. And now we'll talk about the top institutes around the world. And yes, the MIT is one of them. So you can see on my left, rest of the institutes and their countries. Now knowing the institutes and their location isn't enough. You have to understand the admission criteria and process also. Now admission criteria always starts with an exam and filling a form. So we'll discuss the main examinations we have in India to take admissions in these colleges. The first exams is JEE Mains or Advanced. You have already heard about it, and on my left you can see the details of this examination. And the second most important examination is the BITSET for the Birla Institute of Technology and Science, and the detail of this examination you can check on my left. And here is one more, the GATE exam for the Graduate Aptitude Test, and the details of the same is available on my left. Now this was all about the robotics engineering degree and how do you earn it and what are the different opportunities you have in the market to make your career. But here are the pros and cons of becoming an robotics engineer. So the pros are that it has job security because there is no competition in the market and your job will be secure. The second point is the prestige that you will have after becoming a robotics engineer, and diversity. And the cons are that the employment for the robotics engineers are not available in small cities, so you have to relocate, right? And the second con is that you might have to work a little bit longer than others. And the third con is you have to educate yourself continuously. Now we'll see few government organizations in India which are recruiting the robotics engineers on my left. And here are few more the top companies in India which are recruiting the robotics engineers. And yes, here are the companies around the world on my left. Now, if we talk about the salary structure of a robotics engineer in India, then it varies based on the experience and education and other factors which are available on my left. However, a fresher can earn 55 to 90,000 per month after the internship is over. And if we talk about the salary structure of robotics engineer outside the India, you can have a view on my left. Now with this, I would like to end my session today. Thank you so much. If you have any query, please do comment and subscribe to our channel.